me, do you love me? I'm like, what I told you. As I woke up, I was on that 40, keep it funky. I keep it funky. Not important, that's not important. I'm just wanting up, need up. And she just wanna let my money on my money. That came up, and I don't know when I go tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Jaguars going up against the Jets. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing here, Boykin on first. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now look at the starting unit, and here's... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal.
Let's go! Brand 38!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he could be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. Here's Boykin off play action. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Boykin. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Boykin on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! 25! Check 25! Check 25! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left. Here we go, Ohio! 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 Slam! Let's go!
Off the play fake, Boykin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, flex round! Flex round!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
On second down, it's Boykin. And for Jacksonville, their defensive starters, the youngster, the rookie out of UCLA, Miles Jack, a guy to watch.
You have to watch him because he can make a big play from just about anywhere on the field. Top 5 talent. Ends up going number 36 because of a knee injuries last year at UCLA. They'll use him all over the place for matchup situations, and he will wreak havoc.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Third and long for Boykin. And that is incomplete.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
On fourth down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Flex round. Let's go.
Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make it 6-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They go play action now. Boykin throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They go play action with Boykin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken around the 12. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Boykin. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on it.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. A couple of Jets there in on the stop. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and back the ball away.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And taken right at the 35. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Check 13. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
Now it's the backup, Hackenberg. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down, Hackenberg. And left side, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Halfback sent in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hackenberg on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second and 10 now.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now. 3-19.
They just do get the play off. Now Hackenberg. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
the gun now on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Hackenberg. And this is going to be incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it. It's Hackenberg. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their big tight end, 36 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a play under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here. Robinson's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. It's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Going to throw right side here, complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go! 3-19! Gone! Over! All right, here we go. Now, Barney! Green, 39!
First down, Hackenberg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Bang! Here we go now. Green, 39. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Desperation time. Hackenberg on 4th. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Yeldon, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their big tight end. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action now. Hackenberg. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Third and long for Hackenberg. And that is incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets take possession. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some room to roam now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Red zone opportunity.
Flex round! Flex round! Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Let's go! What? 90. Flex round! Flex it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jags, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.